Hey everybody, here I am way over here. Joy. I'm Joy. If you guys don't know me, if you're new and you just stopped by because you saw this was about scan and cut, I'm Joy Bernhardt. I do videos about sewing, quilting, scan and cut, and whatever else I happen to be doing on a day-to-day basis. The date is Tuesday, February 23, 2021. I got this scan and cut for Christmas last year, which would have been December 2020. And I have forced myself to learn how to use it. And I've made, I don't know, I think I'm up to like 13 garments I've made and then applied vinyl to. I did one with fabric. I started out, I was just going to do fabric applique. But then I discovered vinyl. Woo, howdy. And I have several videos prior to this one. If you're interested, it'll say scan and cut in the title somewhere. Okay, so this is about organizing all the vinyls that I've bought. I have discovered, slowly but surely, that there are lots of different kinds of vinyl. And pardon my mirror back here. I know you're probably thinking, what the heck is that? This is my triple mirror. And if I don't close it, you're going to see me about 18 times and everything I'm doing. So I've shut it up. So that's what that's about right there, okay? I could slap some vinyl on it. So here's the thing. Most of the vinyl sheets come 10 inches by 12 inches or 12 inches by 12 inches or in a roll. This one is in a roll. See? Or in the roll, it's all one color, so you get a whole bunch of one color. Well, I have figured out that mostly I'm probably going to use white and maybe black a lot. So I wanted a whole bunch of white. So then I thought, how am I going to keep this stuff? Where am I going to put it? How am I going to know what vinyl's what if it gets separate from the package? And also, I want to keep all of the scraps. I may cut something out of this piece of vinyl that just is this big up here. And then I'm going to have all this vinyl left. Where am I going to put that? And how am I going to know what kind of vinyl it is? How am I going to know if it's the permanent adhesive kind that you slap on a hard surface, or if it's the iron-on kind that you put on a garment, or if it's the repositionable kind that you can put on, take off, put on, take off, move it over here, move it over there, put it here, put it there. Isn't that cool? I didn't even know there was that kind. How am I going to keep them figured out? Because there's no labels on them. Once you take it out of the package, you have no idea what it is. So, I have been searching for containers of some kind to keep these in, and I can label them with the vinyl. Hello. I'm so excited, can you tell? So, I was on probably Amazon. I get everything from Amazon. Actually, I think I found them somewhere else first. I think I found them at Walmart first. But Walmart was completely sold out of them and they weren't going to be in again for 3 months or something. So then I looked on Amazon and I found them there. And they still were back ordered, but it took like 2 weeks for me to get them. Now that I have them, they're probably in stock at Amazon again, if any of you are interested. So, what the heck am I talking about? I'll put a link below. I will put an affiliate link below. If anybody is interested, this would be a super thing to put your quilt blocks in, because they hold up to 12 inches by 12 inches. And they are very nice. And they just came, these are the lids, they just came this very day. Look, very nice. Now you can see the lids come separate. And they've got these 6 little hooks on them down there at the bottom. And so you just hook the hooks there on the back, obvious where they go. And so then you have a lid, and then it closes. And the inside area is 12 by 12. So I am so super excited. See, I'm going to put this in here. This is 10 by 12. 10 by 12. Look at how it fits. Ha ha! It falls right out when you're trying to show it to someone. So how many did I get? I'm getting ready to order some more. I got one box and it had 5 of these in it. One box. I don't remember what they cost, but you can look at the link below and see. It wasn't real expensive. 5 of these. So they come 5 bottoms with 5 tops. So, I'm so excited. Let's take this out because that goes a different something or other. Okay, so here's how these vinyl sheets came. They came in this envelope. This envelope has some instructions on the back about how you do it. Now, I don't think this is going to fit by itself, but what I will do is I will cut the back of this out so it fits in this box, and I will put the directions in here with the vinyl. So, this is the non-glitter. I have bought glitter and then I have bought plain. This is heat transfer vinyl, all different colors. And I'm going to put it right there in that box. And then I'm going to cut out so now I have some other kinds. What if I get it and it's on a roll? Well, if I get it and it's on a roll, is this heat transfer? Yeah, this is heat transfer. Heat transfer is the kind of vinyl that goes on clothing or fabric. Heat transfer, you iron it on. Heat, iron, heat. Okay, think of it that way. Look at that. Now look at that. You get excited. I get so excited in organizing. It's my thing. How to keep your heat transfer vinyl. Please note, no bleach, no dry clean. Do not iron directly on the design. Hang dry or low heat and dryer. Use color-safe detergent and remove promptly from the washer. Wait 24 hours before the first washing. Turn the article of clothing inside before you wash it. I've done that. Cutting instructions. Okay. All cuts need to be mirrored. Cutting settings may vary. See, so this is the same thing that says. Okay, it says don't use steam, use a firm surface, not an ironing board. I use an ironing board. My ironing board has a very firm surface. If you have a real padded ironing board, you wouldn't want to use that. Don't slide the iron around. Lift and press, lift and press. Preheat your base fabric for 3 to 5 seconds. I've never done that, but maybe it irons on faster. And it tells you the heat press settings. Pressure medium, press time 15 seconds, fully cold peel off clear film. So, I'm sure that's the same directions that are on there. And I understand that because I've done it like 13 times so far. So let's see what else we have down here. We have glitter. This is just a piece of cardstock that came with the scan and cut. And I actually am going to do that too. I ordered some cardstock to make some cards with, but I haven't played with that yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So this is glitter. So I think I'm going to get a different container to put the glitter kind in. And it's got, this is from the same company, Primology. And it's got the directions on the back, so I'll cut the directions out for the glitter as well. They might be a little bit different. Now there's some in here that isn't glitter. Is this supposed to be all glitter? No, it's all glitter. It's all glitter. Now these vinyls, in my opinion, are reasonably priced. And I'll probably find out in the years to come that I'll probably use mostly black and white. I did glitter. I made something for my sister-in-law for her birthday. Ooh, this is really thick. I made something for my sister-in-law. Oops, I just tore that. Ta-da! X-Acto knife. Yay, let's try it. Really thick cardboard. But this X-Acto knife is working good. You got to go through it several times. Several times. I'll tape this back together where it tore. Yeah, sturdy. I'll tell you. If you don't want to go to all this organizational stuff, I love doing this. This is my thing. I love to organize stuff. But if you don't, just keep the box. Keep it in the box it came in. But I was getting everything all mixed up, and I wanted it to be separate. So here's where I tore it. So I'm simply just going to put some tape on that. So there's the glitter instructions taped back together. If I order another box in the future, I'll cut this out again. But of course, you know, after you do it several times, you're not even going to need the directions anyway. See, it just fits right in there. Isn't that just wonderful? So now I have glitter and I have non-glitter. So how awesome is that? I've got 5 boxes now. You saw I've got 5 of these plastic boxes. You have to kind of push these on. But don't do what I just did. I just pushed them on the wrong way and the lid won't close. Push them on the right way. Yeah, and then the lid will close, see? So now I've used 2 of my boxes. I have 3 more boxes, so what am I going to put in them? One of the things I'm going to put is my leftover scraps, because I've just been throwing them down here. So these have already been used, and these are the leftover pieces. I'm not going to separate the glitter and the non-glitter from the scrap box, because I will have the directions separately over there in those other boxes. And I will put on this that it's heat transfer vinyl scraps. And other kinds of vinyl scraps will go in a different box. Okay? So see there? How organized is that, Jack? You should see down underneath here, you guys. I have a bunch of shelves underneath this table. You can use a bookcase, use a bench, use anything. But all these scraps, I've just been throwing them under there. Okay. But these IKEA containers don't hold 12 by 12. So I wasn't able to put them in one. Here's the very first design I made. Happiness is a full bobbin. I also made one applique out of fabric scraps. And so I put the leftover fabric scraps in this little box. And so then, after I did the first one, I did Sew Away the Blues. After I did the first one with fabric, I discovered vinyl. So I have not been back to fabric since. Why? Because the fabric has to be sewn around because it rattles. So you have to sew around the sewing machine and zigzag around every single letter and every single design. When you're doing vinyl, it doesn't ravel. You just iron it on and it's done. Now here's a roll. And the rolls are going to go separately. Heat transfer vinyl. See, this is what I was keeping them in. But now I'm going to transfer them to a box. I have all of these little kinds. This is heat transfer vinyl, and they give you a user manual. The user manual is actually a piece of paper. Let's separate the glitter from the plain. How about that? Then everything will fit nicely. We'll separate the glitter rolls. I could put the glitter rolls over here with the glitter flats. I think that's what I'll call them, glitter flats and glitter rolls. I could put the glitter rolls in there because I don't have very much glitter. See, tons of room left. And so this is the vinyl flats, and then this is all the vinyl rolls. Now, all of this vinyl is heat transfer. So I will label these boxes. I will definitely. Now this heat transfer vinyl paper, I will put it in with those because it doesn't have directions in that box. This is so fun. It is so so fun. Okay, now remember to put your lid on right, because I put that other one on wrong. Snap, snap, crackle, pop. Ah. It can get a little hard, but not too hard. Okay, because I'm a granny and I can do it. Okay, so I have one box left. I'm going to have to order 5 more of these boxes. So this is my scraps, all heat transfer vinyl scraps. Okay, so we're going to put that. Hello. All right, so that's the scraps. We don't need directions with the scraps. So we're going to label that. So now I have 1 box left. Now somewhere in this house, I have purchased the repositionable vinyl and the self-adhesive vinyl. So those are going to have to be in separate boxes. So I'm going to have to leave you now because I'm going to have to go order some more of these. This table I bought from Be Sew in Oklahoma City. It is a Koala sewing table, and it's a double. It holds a serger or 2 sewing machines. It holds a serger and a sewing machine, or 2 sewing machines, or 2 sergers, or whatever you want. And it's got side wings that you can buy to go with it. I can actually put 4 machines on this. But it's got this table that lifts up. This table lifts up, and then there's shelves. It won't go down anymore because I put the shelves underneath it, but the shelves are amazing. But let me show you the shelf and how this is going to fit. So here you can see the leaf I was telling you about, how it's lifted up. Then you can see underneath how the shelves are there. So I'm going to see how many of these boxes will fit right there on that shelf. Look at that. Look at that. This Koala table was built for a scan and cut. It's just nobody knows it. Now I can only get 3 of them there, but the shelf goes all the way across. So there's plenty of room. Look at that. All 5 of them, and I have room easily for another 5. So just in case you happen to be interested in my shelving here, this is what it is. Now those white containers are IKEA storage containers. But they fit on those shelves too. But look at how those fit there. It's just absolutely perfect. So you can see I've got my scan and cut machine right there. And I can just open it up and use it right there at the end of the table. And then I have all this extra room where you see me working. You can see I've got a serger, another serger, a sewing machine, and right here's room for another machine if I wanted one. And then each of these, I don't know why I'm showing you this Koala cabinet. I don't work for them and I don't make any money, but I love it so much. See right there? Those shelves are extra and you have to pay extra for them. But since I'm never going to close this, it's open all the time. It's my sewing room all the time. I was able to use those extra shelves. Fabulous. That's my favorite part of this whole table. And just so you can see the whole thing, we took the carpet out and put wood floor in there. And that cord, I unplugged that cord so I could plug in my cameras, but that cord usually is plugged in that makes all the electricity work there. So, awesome table. If any of you wanted to ask me about that, it is a Koala. And it has the automatic sewing machine up or downer. I call it the elevator. So the sewing machines can go down inside and you can close the whole table up. You could use it for a dinner table or whatever. Before I end this video, I'll start labeling some of the boxes and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Huh? Give me a little bit of time. It is 3:30 in the afternoon and I have been working with my organization. You can see my trash can is full. I would like to let you all know that I am an excellent source to go to find out how not to do just about anything. I have never used the adhesive vinyl before. I just got it. And I knew that you were supposed to have this paper tape. It's just a big piece of Scotch tape is all it is, and you pull it off a backing. See here it has this grid that you're supposed to use to line up your letters, and you just like separate it, see? And then this is real sticky. Okay, so you have to have some of that stuff. Well, the company that I bought the adhesive vinyl from so very generously included a 12 by 12 sheet of the paper tape, the sticky tape, the tape paper, whatever you call it. I used it and used it and used it and used it. Used it and threw it away, used it and threw it away, tried it again, threw it away, tried it again, threw it away. Finally, it is now down here on the floor. This is how much is left of it. So this is what the company so generously sent me for free. This is a different product that I paid for, that I have a whole roll of, okay? And it came, I'm getting garbage everywhere, it came in this box. It is called YRYM. YRYM. YRYM Heat Transfer Vinyl. Is that right? Is that where I got that from? That doesn't sound right. I told you, come to me to find out everything and how to do it wrong. This was heat transfer vinyl. Forget that. This roll of sticky paper came in this box. You see why I have to organize stuff? I tell you. This is called transfer tape for vinyl. I had this whole box, it wasn't even open yet. I thought, oh, we'll just use the free sheet, right? So this is transfer tape by, it's actually that same company. YRYM HT. YRYM 12 inch by 50 foot transfer tape for vinyl. So when I got entirely furious with this stuff, I threw it on the floor and I pulled out this roll of this paper sticky stuff. Humongous difference. Humongous difference. That thing couldn't that other that sticky paper tape on the floor couldn't tape a flea to a pole. It's horrible, terrible. So, if they send you a free sheet with your adhesive vinyl, my advice is throw it away and get some of this good stuff. All the difference. Okay, so then the next thing I discovered, I cut out my letters. My letters are on here, they're cut out. So the next thing I discovered was that I cut my letters too deep. Too deep. And I'll show you one here. This is an S. This is an S. And can you see it's white on the back? It's white on the back. I didn't know it wasn't supposed to be white on the back. But none of the letters would come up. And I was peeling them one at a time with my thumbnail and sticking them to the lousy tape on the floor. Oh, I've been, 2-3 hours doing this. So then I discovered that I was cutting too deep. Now I cut the other vinyl that you iron onto clothes, I cut it on half cut up, and then you choose a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5, and I had it on a 2. Well, it was cutting that stuff perfect. Well, using that for this, it was cutting it too deep. So then I cut some more, and I only cut it on the number 1. Well, even on, I've got a piece of hair flying around my eyeballs. Hello. I get drunk about this time of day. It is sunny outside, 75. I'm going to go outside and get some sun in a minute on my face. You'll see tomorrow I'll probably have a tan. I'm the kind of person I can get a tan in 15 minutes that you can see. Okay, so I opened this up. Major game changer, wonderful stuff. Then I learned that I was cutting too deep. I cut with a 2, it was too deep. I cut with a 1, it was too deep. So now I'm cutting half cut on my scan and cut. I have a scan and cut. SDX225F. I have a scan and cut, but I imagine it's the same on all the other cutters. So I just cut it on half cut, no number, it's just on 0. So then, what I was doing to start with, you know those directions I cut out and I put in the box? Well, I just thought with my lightning fast mind, well, dear Lord, I obviously don't need to read them. Jeffrey, quit laughing at me! So I was taking the tape and I was just sticking it right on, just like that. I was just sticking it right on there. No, 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 you don't do it like that either. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It's a good thing I'm so patient. I just think it's funny when I do stuff like that. I'm just like, Joy, this must happen to you so you can teach other people how not to do it. Okay, so I have recut the letters. So I am going to show you, I'm going to cut around the letters that are going to go on one box. These letters say HTV Glitter, Heat Transfer Vinyl Glitter. That's what these letters say. So the first thing you do is weed it like you do any other vinyl except that. This vinyl is cut right side up. The vinyl for fabrics that you put on with an iron is cut upside down. When you're cutting it to just apply like on your mirror, on your wall, on a sign, on your face, whatever, you cut it right side up so you don't have to reverse the letters. But you still weed it first. See, I didn't do that the first time. Okay, so I'm going to peel off all the glitter I don't need. See there? HTV Glitter. Then I'm going to take the middle out of the E. I know Christy and my friends out there that know how to do this. You're just like, oh, that poor old lady. But, hey, I'm having fun. So then you cut some tape about the size you think you're going to need. This is just like Scotch tape in a sheet. It really is. So then you pull the tape off. You pull, now see, this is a piece of tape now. See, you can just stick it to whatever. See, you just stick it to stuff. Now wait, that has oil all over it now. That was probably not a smart thing to do. Again, learn all the things not to do from Joy Bernhardt. Yes, absolutely. Why go through the stress and the frustration when Joy has already done it for you? Okay, so we're going to take this off and we're not going to stick it to our arm that has lotion all over it. And we're going to stick it down on the letters. Now the idea is you're supposed to use the grid and put them straight on the grid. But so far, every time I try to tape it, the letters just jump up. See, now the tape is on top of the letters. And only the letters are left. None of the other stuff is left, okay? So you're supposed to take this squeegee thing and you're supposed to rub these letters on here real good so they stick to the tape. Now so far, this has not worked out real good for me, but I have found out that if you peel them from the top down or the bottom up, it works out better than peeling from side to side. Why? I don't know. I'll have to make more mistakes before I can explain that. Okay, so this is HTV Glitter. So we're going to get out our HTV Glitter box and we're going to see if these letters will come off. Okay, let's see if these will come off. So far I've had oh look, the H is coming off, but see how the T isn't? See, the H is stuck, the T isn't. So I'm gonna, so far this is the way I've done it. So help me, Christy. Help me someone. They just are not sticking. And this is the good tape. The first tape was really bad. Okay, so I've got that. But see how I'm having to start them? You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to start them. But so far, that has been my experience. So maybe this tape isn't really the best either. I don't know. But somebody can say, good heavens, Joy, that's not how you do it. It's all right. You have my permission to tell me I'm doing it all wrong. Not that you need permission. Look, see how they're supposed to stay on the sticky tape, but they don't want to come off. Now, at first, I was pulling the letters off and sticking them on the sticking tape. I was pulling each letter off one by one and putting them on the tape myself. Okay, so that's the way they're supposed to peel off. But so far, I am not having good luck getting them to stick. So I'm sure, oh look, my L is bent. Oh no, my L is bent. You know that'll drive me crazy, right? Oh no, I gotta fix my L. If your letter, now you see the thing is, here on this side of your letters, it's very, very sticky. Very sticky. That's what makes it stick to what you put it on. So if your letter gets turned around and stuck, it's just too bad. So this isn't gonna be pretty, but I'm gonna put it on here anyway. All right, so then, you stick it on, whatever you're going to put it on. See? You're supposed to use this little rubbery thing and rub it. You know, I've seen craft people on YouTube doing crafts, all kinds of crafts. That little L is just going to stay folded like that. I understand you can get this off with a hair dryer. Oh look, okay, so now it's supposed to stay behind. You pull the tape off the top and the letters, now see my H isn't staying. Stay. Pull it, oh look, my T just came off. I probably handled this so much it's got my oil all over it. There's the H, it doesn't want to stay. Let's see if the glitter will stay. Nope, there comes that crazy L. Look at the entire glitter's coming back off. Oh, I know there's got to be a way. You have to rub it more. It takes a lot of rubbing, evidently. Let's do rubbing duty. Rub it up, dub, 3 man at a time. Let's see if that works. No, that doesn't work either. It helps. You know what works the best? Looks like my fingernails. You know, this was another free thing with that same box. Let me use the one I paid for. Maybe the one I paid for actually works. Let's try that. It's much harder. Let's see if that works. Nope. The L and the I and the T and the T, they do not want to come off. And of course my L. This is really crazy. So this is the new paper tape. So maybe there's a better one than that even. I think Jeffrey told me he used something else, and I don't remember what it was. Jeffrey's busier than a one-armed paper hanger. Or I would have called him crying and said, help, help, help. He's going to say, why didn't you call me? There. I'm pulling it off sideways now. It doesn't want to leave the letters pulling down. It doesn't want to leave the letters pulling up. It doesn't want to leave the letters pulling to the left, but it left the letters pulling to the right. So I need to obviously do some study on that. Please feel free to give me your tips. And that's supposed to be permanent. Htv Glitter. So I've got that one. So let me show you my 4 boxes. I have struggled for the last 3 hours. I have one more sign here somewhere. Where is it? Is it this? Adhesive Vinyl. Should we try the Adhesive Vinyl sign? Let's see how it does. Probably I'm handling the tape paper too much. Okay, now see, this works good. That part comes off easy. Now this adhesive vinyl is very, very sticky. Very sticky on the back. So if you get your letters twisted or turned, they're going to stay that way like you just saw. So when I get good at this, I'll take off the messy letters and I'll replace them with some good ones. Now here's another favorite thing I like to do. I like to stick all of these little innards on my finger and then they won't come off. Yeah, I'm good at that too. Adhesive vinyl. Alright, so let's try that. I'll tell you one thing. This tape that I'm using now, this paper tape, it's a whole lot better than the one on the floor. The one on the floor was just awful. Awful. Alright. They're so pretty before you mess them up. Let's put this down. And I know a lot of my people have already left saying, we don't care about scan and cut. Well, when you get one, you're going to be like me. And you're going to say, oh my goodness, why didn't I get one of these 10 years ago? I never cared about it either. Till I was trying to figure out what I needed Santa Claus to bring me for Christmas. And I watched somebody do something with it. I don't remember what it was. Becky, of course, does applique with hers. And so I don't know why I suddenly decided I wanted one. Now I'm rubbing that really hard. As hard as my little fingers can rub, I'm rubbing that down. So we'll see if the letters will come off. So anyway, for some reason, I called my friend Jan at BSON in Oklahoma City. And I said, hey, do you have one of these machines? This is coming off pretty good. She said, oh yeah, and it's on sale right now. I said, really? I said, well, hey, I don't live there anymore. Can you send it to me? She said, sure, we'll ship it to you. I said, but I don't want to pay for shipping. That's expensive. She said, well, how about we split it? I said, well, okay. Now, I've got everything off to the V, but the rest of the letters aren't behaving, so I'm going to rub them some more. Let's do rubbing duty. Fingernails. Rub, 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 rub. I'm so looking forward. Oh, look. I did it with the hook. I did it with the hook, and they stuck. Look. Yay! Oh my gosh, this is more fun than a barrel of monkeys. I don't like monkeys. I used to watch Michael Jackson with his monkey and those ladies that do the monkeys in Africa or wherever all those big apes are. I used to think, oh, God, please don't ever call me to do that. Please. I couldn't even stand the monkeys at the zoo. I thought, oh my God, the things they put in their mouth. Oh, oh, I don't know. I don't even think a baby monkey's cute. Okay, now you saw me rub-a-dub-dub real good. I'm thinking that the trick is, I'm going to use the metal thing again. I'm thinking the trick is you really have to rub to make that adhesive stick. And then maybe you're supposed to wait. It doesn't say that. I did read the directions, by the way. I usually do eventually. You know, men never read them. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. The metal thing. The metal thing seems to work the best. All right. Okay, so this is my first perfect one. It's my first perfect one. Oh my gosh, and it's the box that says Adhesive Vinyl, the one I'm working with. Oh my gosh, am I proud of me? Am I proud of me? I just love it. Oh, that is just the coolest thing. Oh, and guess what? I went to Amazon because I wanted 5 more boxes, remember? And I wanted to leave you an affiliate link so you could get some. I paid $25 for these 5 boxes. That means they're $5 a piece. So I went back and I looked up my order and it said, do you want to order this again? And I said, yes. And so it popped up what it was, and it was $82. $82? Excuse me, what is that about? So, I wasn't about to pay $82. So, I just searched for whatever these things are called. They're called Supplex, maybe? They have some kind of a name. And I'll put a link below. But I just searched them. Now you can go to Amazon and you can buy colored ones. But I don't like the colored ones because I want to be able to see through them. And I thought that my letters would show up better on the clear ones. So I wanted the clear ones. But the colored ones were still $25. So I wanted the clear ones. So I just did a search under Google, a Google search. And it took me to a company called Geyser, I think it was, Geyser. I think that's what it was called. And they were still $25. But then their freight was $12, so then I had to order $100 worth of stuff so I wouldn't have to pay freight. Oh, I know. The other thing that I ordered was an easel. I love whiteboards. I just love them. I've got 3 of them already. But I want one that I can move around with me, and the only one I have that I can move around with me, I have to move this great big huge wooden easel with it to hold it up. So I ordered one today that just has like its own stand that it comes on. So I thought that would be so cool because I have to practice the next kind of adhesive. Now that kind hasn't gotten here yet, but there's another kind of vinyl that's repositionable vinyl, and they say that it's repositionable up to 2 years. So you can like stick it here and then come in the next day and say, oh, I don't want that there, I want it over here. And you can go, oh, I don't want that there, I want it over here. And you can keep moving it around. So my gosh, how cool is that? But I don't have that one yet. So I'm going to use the repositionable vinyl. So when like Viv and I have our sew-alongs, I thought I could cut out a sign with my Scan and Cut and I could just slap it on that board. I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun. Okay, I'm going to go outside and get a tan. I'm going to let you go for now. I don't know if I've helped or hindered here, but I had fun doing it. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.